Hello FG fam and welcome to the Detroit Tigers franchise on MLB The Show 20. Please make sure you drop a like on this video as well as subscribe if you're new to the channel and enjoy the MLB The Show 20 franchise content. We got plenty more for you. Join the squad and we can build a winner together. So today we are taking on the Colorado Rockies. They're a pretty darn good team. Michael Fulmer sustained an injury, but he shouldn't really miss a start. We win the first game against the Rockies 10-4 with an explosion in innings 5 through 8 as we score all of our runs in those 4 innings. Fulmer pitched really well. He got hurt in this game, but he did do a nice job early on in the ballgame. McGowan played pretty well. Schoop hit 3 home runs in this game, which is the second game. We win 7-6 with a walk-off, as both teams put up good runs in the 9th inning. Today, we are trying to go for the sweep, as we have a lot of hot batters in our lineup. We're 25-20. The Rockies are 25-19, so a very even matchup at this point. We look to sweep an NL foe, as Matthew Boyd takes the mound, a 3-2 record with a 3.65 ERA and a 1.11 whip, and right away, getting Adam Eaton on the slider away to start this game off. Then with 2 away on a full count, he gets Arenado looking at the inside fastball, and that'll bring Peter Lambert to the hill for the Rockies, a 5-1 record with a 2.86 ERA and a 1.37 whip. He does his job in the first, and then David Dahl comes up in the second, and he's going to get one off the wall for the Rockies. Into second with a sliding double is David Dahl, and he will put himself on with 1 away for Garrett Hampson here now, who will strike out on the high heater. So that is Matthew Boyd's 3rd strikeout. He gets Ian Desmond here looking at the outside corner slider, and he gets out of a jam there. Then look at this, Justin Turner with a perfect grounder, having some trouble out there in right field. That's going to allow McGowan to get over to 3rd. So runners on the corners for Jonathan Schoop, who has a perfect fly ball to right center field, and it's out of here. Jonathan Schoop with his 13th dinger, 423 feet, and this 3-run shot puts the Tigers on top at home in front of the standing ovation at Comerica Park. 3-0 Tigers over the Rockies here in these first few innings. Good to see Schoop doing well still. David Dahl comes up again. This time he's going to line one over to left field. That's going to be caught for the out. But the tagger from 3rd going to end up bringing himself home for the first run for the Rockies. That'll bring up Daniel Murphy. He strikes out on the high heat in the top of the 4th inning. And he goes down swinging for the 6th strikeout for Matthew Boyd. Here's Garrett Hampson, and he's going to hit the grounder. Beautiful dive from C.J. Cron. Thrown on to first for the out. Nice cover from Boyd. Arenado comes up. He gets the single up the middle. That could bring a run home. The throw is on the mark, but way short. And Colorado getting back into this game. 3-2. Another hit up the middle. And that is going to be another run scored in this 5th inning for the Rockies. It ties it up at 3. They're going to throw home here, and the Rockies are going to take a 4-3 lead as they get more runs. So now here, nice swing through. Matthew Boyd gets the strikeout to end the threat there, but a horrific top of the 5th. Here's Richard McGowan in the bottom of the 5th. He goes down on the curveball from Lambert, and that's Lambert's 3rd strikeout of the afternoon. But Schoop's not going to go down so easy, as he gets a gapper into the right center field gap. That's going to put runners on the corners with 2 away for Miggy, who's going to lace one, and that is actually caught. Wow, what a play at short by Trevor Story. Here's Ian Desmond. He's got one down the line in right field, all the way up in the corner against the wall, and trying to make the come home here. He's fast, and he will get there. Garrett Hampson, very nice play from him as he gets another run, making it 5-3. Boyd, though, continuing to strike out some guys despite his, earned run average going up a little bit today. Here's a hit out there by Kristen Stewart, and it goes over the wall for a home run. Kristen Stewart's 7th dinger of the year, 427 feet on the solo shot. And while that doesn't tie the game, it at least inches the Tigers a little bit closer here in front of the home crowd. Maybe get the crowd back into it. Maybe make some kind of a rally here later in the game and get a win. Bottom of the 6th. Here comes Colin McHugh in the game. He is not bad. And he shows it right there as he gets Cabrera to just look at that thing and window shop. So Colin McHugh does exactly what he was supposed to do. And now we'll see if Emmanuel Clase can do what he is supposed to do, as he has a 3.18 ERA on the season. He gets him on the away low slider. Very nice strikeout there to do his job. Yairo Diaz coming into the game, 3.94 ERA for him. He's struggled against left-handed hitting, but he gets Goodrum there to strike out and the throw-him-out situation in the bottom of the 8th. We go top 9. There's the strikeout on the cutter for Clase. And that'll move us to the bottom of the 9th, where we have to face the Rocky closer, Trevor Rosenthal. Again, another guy struggling against lefty hitters, but here he gets a righty and Scope's going to take it oppo field into the corner off the wall, and Jonathan Scope with a double with 2 away. We got at least a chance here. Miguel Cabrera's got to help out, but he hits the dribbler over to second, and the Rockies will avoid getting swept here at Comerica Park with a 5-4 win in the 3rd game of the set. Peter Lambert gets the dub. Matthew Boyd takes the L, save for Trevor Rosenthal, and Trevor Story is the player of the game in this one, as he did have 2 RBIs in it. Lambert, not a terrible outing, but not a very good one either. Stort and Scope, obviously the home runs for us. Scope with 3 of our 4 RBIs. So we'll go into the next series, and again, it doesn't get any easier as we face another tough team, especially if they have the garbage cans going, as the Astros are 28-20. We are 27-22. We are a very formidable opponent. But Jordan Balazovic has not been our best pitcher in our rotation. A 6.27 ERA with a 1.80 whip. And he's got Carlos Correa, who will strike out looking with runner in scoring position. So that'll bring in the Astros pitcher, Rogelio Armenteros, and he has a 182 whip, a 460 ERA on the season. And Jonathan Scope going oppo field. That is hit hard, and it's over the wall. Jonathan Scope's 14th homer of the year is a solo shot to open up the scoring today. Here's Michael Brantley up against Balazovic. That's going to get over the head of Kristen Stort, and that is going to go for a ground rule double for Brantley, his 13th double of the year. Here's Yordan Alvarez. He is going to hit one into deep right center field, and that is actually going to be caught, but easily scoring from third is the Astros' first run of the ball game. So they tie it up in the top of the 5th. Here's Balazovic against Correa. He gets the ground ball over to first, and Crone will take care of it to end the threat in the top of the 5th. We go bottom 5, a 3-2 count. This one's absolutely given a ride to left field. It is out of here. Another home run for this Tiger squad. CJ Cron's 8th of the year is a 395-foot solo shot, and that'll bring in Kent Emanuel, as the Astros have seen enough of Armenteros. A 669, though, for Kent, as he does get the ground ball here from Miggy, and that will get them out of the 6th inning. We bring in our buddy, Emmanuel Clase. Sometimes he's really good, sometimes he's really awful, but a 2.84 ERA isn't terrible, and up the middle, this time he's going to do the awful thing and give up the tying run. Still 2 guys on base with nobody away. Here he has them loaded, and look at this, right down Broadway. Just going to sit there and look at it. Dom Smith going to swing through. 2 strikeouts for Clase, and now on a 3-2 pitch, going to get the fly ball into left, and Stort should easily take care of that for the final out of the top of the 7th. We go bottom 8 here, and Scope with the dribbler over to third with a runner in scoring position. That's thrown on to first. We cannot get it. Michael Brantley comes up in the top of the 9th. He hits one down the right field line that looked foul to me. It is called fair, and Michael Brantley will get into second with another double for him and the Astros. Here's Alex Bregman, and Bregman is the throw on a first is over Cron's head, and that is going to end up giving up an extra base. So now, bases loaded. Dom Smith going to get the single this time and not strike out, and that'll make the Astros have a 3-2 lead as we bring in Phil Maton. A 3.68 ERA for him so far this season. 8 strikeouts, no walks. And he gets the fly ball out to left. Unfortunately, though, this is going to cause a tag-up situation and another run for the Houston Astros. 4-2. And Maton gets the fly into foul territory. Nice catch by Rogers. That'll move us into the bottom of the 9th, and we've got to go up against the Astros closer, Roberto Osuna. 12 saves and 14 opportunities, a 4.80 ERA so far on the season. And this is Miggy floating one out to right. That will be an out, the first of the inning. Here's CJ Cron. He's going to swing through the four-seamer. That'll be out number 2. And now Kristen Stewart is going to take a walk, so he will be on first. A chance to tie the game with one swing for Jorge Bonifacio, and he swings through the 99-mile-an-hour fastball, and that is going to end this one. The Houston Astros take this game from us. So 0-2 in the played games so far in this episode, but still the team doing well in simulation. Armenteros going to get the no decision. Win picked up by Kent there, and Cron with his 8th homer, Shope with his 14th homer. You love to see the guys that you expect to do well doing well. And now we take on the Mariners. Goodrum sustaining an injury. It'll just be for a few days. We take the Mariners set 2-1. We did split with the Astros 2-2 in a 4-game set. Now Goodrum no longer injured, so we fix that. Taking on the Orioles, we win that series 3-1 in a 4-game set. Now we go up against the Chicago White Sox. Division rivals. I love showing these games. We are both 32-25. We both have hot batters in our lineups. They have a little bit more cold batters than we do, but we'll see if that translates here on the road at Guaranteed Rate Field, as Carlos Rodon going to take the mound, a 2.57 ERA and a 1.07 whip. That is incredible. And he will face Victor Reyes, who will lead off this game, as McGowan going to take the day off. And here is a double into the gap to lead us off for Victor Reyes. You'll love to see it. So now Jonathan Scope comes up, always with a chance to score some runs, but this time he will provide a double play, so they get out of that one. Daniel Norris is going to pitch for us. A 3.43 ERA in the season, 1.24 whip, and he gets the strikeout to end the first inning. So good pitching from Norris through the first. Good pitching for them, really, too, to get out of their jam, even though we do pick up the 1 run off of that double play. Here's the gapper for the White Sox, and you really don't like to see this, as they now have runners in scoring position again. And look at this, into right field. It's a single. They're going to try to score here, and they are going to get the run. White Sox will tie it up. Now Candelario up at the plate. He's going to hit one up the middle. Nice single. That could bring home a run. They're going to come up throwing, but nowhere near home plate, as here going to get caught in a rundown, but we have already done the damage. It's already 2-1. Moncada is up, and he is going to hit one into right field, and look at the diving play by Kristen Stewart. An unbelievable play out in right field. Look at this catch. What a web gem in the 5th. So, end of the 5th, 2-1. Tigers on top. Tehran Guerrero coming into this game for the White Sox, a 5.31 ERA. Not exactly the best season for him. He's struggled against right-handed batters, but this is a lefty, and he does get the strikeout on Victor Reyes. Now Candelario, another lefty. He will strike him out as well, so the White Sox do the right thing, bringing him in. And Guerrero does what he needs to do. Norris still on the mound at the bottom of the 9th, and he gets the fly out here in right field. So now 2 away in the bottom of the 9th for a chance to go a complete game win. And another fly into right field, and that is going to get taken care of, and Daniel Norris goes the distance. Not something we really expected, but we do avoid using any of the bullpen. 9 innings, 5 strikeouts, 4 hits, 1 earned run for Daniel Norris, as he is clearly the player of the game today. When you only have to use 1 pitcher, that is quite a saver on the bullpen. Rodon ends up with the loss, even though he did not pitch terribly. So we get the win there. We get the next win, 6-3 against the White Sox, but we fail to get the sweep as we lose the final game of the set, 4-9. Taking a look at where we're at here going into the next month, the Tigers, 3.5 games back of the Cleveland Indians, and we are going to be taking on the Minnesota Twins. We've got some big games ahead of us, so make sure you drop a like on this video, subscribe if you're new to the channel and want to see more MLB The Show 20 franchise content. We can build a winner together in Detroit. Take care, everyone.
I feel to break somehow.